right? So we have Miss Christy Nadu, right, who is the co-founder and owner of 3D Aquaponic Solutions. Christy has over 9 years experience in organic farming, analytics, and pet care. So 3D Aquaponics Solutions is an aquaponics company commencing in 2016, selling aquaponics produce, home to commercial aquaponics systems, and consulting on aquaponics builds. We are the first step to a healthier lifestyle and healthier, happier you. That's what their mandate is. So we allow Miss Christy Nidu to join with us. Christy?
Hi, good day, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us here. And well, I know that we're a little bit short of time, so I'll try to be a little bit swift with my presentation. Just give me 1 minute to set up. All right, so basically aquaponics, our company is about providing organic solutions for farmers and for youth in agriculture. So what we're doing is that many years ago, we were looking at the aquaponics process and traditional farming. And we're like, there has to be something more sustainable, more organic, and that we can do as in country, because Trinidad and all of the Caribbean, even most tropical countries, they have the perfect climate and the perfect conditions for us to succeed in farming, right? So why are we not taking advantage of it? So what we decided to do is that we looked into all the different types of farming and everything too. Plus, we've actually gone into traditional farming, and then we realized that the solution is that we can do organic farming, reduce the import bill, and have everything done in country. So right now, basically what we do is that all of our produce is 100% organic. There is no harmful chemicals, no harmful pesticides. It's farm to table. We, as Kiran said, we help you with doing your home systems. We can do indoor and outdoor systems. And also we consult on persons who want to do their own aquaponics builds. Now, there's a lot of misconceptions, and a lot of people mistake aquaponics for hydroponics. So this is why we want to just clarify exactly what aquaponics is about. So aquaponics is a spin-off of hydroponics. So aquaponics is any system that combines aquaculture with hydroponics. Our hydroponics is a soilless planting system that uses chemicals to grow the produce with water. Our aquaculture is also using a different filtration system to remove nitrates and ammonia from the rearing of fishes. So aquaponics is a symbiotic relationship between hydroponics and aquaculture, because as we can see from the guide over here, the excrement from the fish is broken down by microbes. This is the fertilization and the nitrates that is submitted to the plants or given to the plants. The plants in turn will filter the water and return it back to the fishes as clean water. So mainly with aquaponics, there is a plethora of different types of fertilizer that is present in the water. The difference with aquaponics and hydroponics is usually a mono-produce system by which only one type of produce can be grown. Whereas in aquaponics, multiple produces can be grown at the same time. The only limit is the space that you have. With aquaponics, now, there is no need to change water to add water to the, there's no need to change the water. You can add water because it's being reduced by evaporation or it's being absorbed by the plants. However, with hydroponics, you have to remove the water every 3 months due to the acidity. Now, with aquaponics also, we have successfully grown a multitude of different produce at the same point in time. We've grown strawberries, sorrel, cannabis, of course, within the legal limits, various herbs and spices, lettuce, broccoli, kale, oregano, okra, we've even done some ground produce, such as ginger, saffron, sweet potatoes, and the list goes on and on. The only limit is the amount of space that you have and the experimentation that you'd like to go to. What I expect. So basically, although the learning period for aquaponics is approximately 1 to 3 months, the learning times is endless because there are many different things that you can do in your system. You can experiment on different growth medias, different growth methods. Right now, we're showing one of our customers. This is a rooftop system. Aquaponics can be done indoors and outdoors. Also, it can be done vertically and horizontally. So it all depends on the person or the client. And we also want to emphasize that with aquaponics, it is 100% organic. There are no additional chemicals or pesticides. There are also 2 incomes that are generated from aquaponics. So there is the fresh produce that either can be consumed by the customer or can be sold. And also there are the fishes, because once the fishes grow to a certain size, you can either sell it or you can consume it. With our systems, because we implemented a new age waterfall system in ours, it is very relaxing. There's little to no weeding and you don't have to worry about the hot sun and watering your plants. One good thing is that because our system is 100% organic, we do have a lot of biological benefits from our system. We've actually just recently introduced some of the exotic cherry shrimp into our system and they're enjoying it thoroughly. We also are a stopping place or a nice biodiverse system that allows bees and praying mantises, dragonflies, aquatic snails, crayfish, many different types of fishes, and of course some pesky insects to interact with. We do have organic solutions for the pesky insects. However, this system is like recreating a river system, and you can do whatever you want with it. There are many benefits to aquaponics, and there are just a few drawbacks. So with aquaponics, there is a zero waste system. So all natural fertilizers sourced directly from the system. Now, of course, the microbes do break down the fish excrement to go back directly to the plants. However, there is some solid excrement that is still not broken down. With our solid separators, that excrement can be extracted. It can be used for various uses. So it can actually be used for biofuel, to create biofuel. Also, it can be used as an organic fertilizer for your ground plants. It's efficient, it's stable, it's sustainable, and it's highly effective. The fishes are free from growth hormones or any antibiotics, and it allows for continuous production. And one of the major benefits of aquaponics that we've seen also is that it eliminates any soil-borne diseases. It uses 90% less water than traditional farming, and it reduces the farming time because the growth times are a lot less than with traditional farming. So that is one of the major benefits. Now, of course, with the drawbacks, we've seen that it has a costly setup because to set up the system, unlike traditional farming, you need to have the full system in place before you can actually start operations. And of course, that differs from traditional farming where you can start on one little area of land and then expand throughout. And of course, now because there are pesticides and chemicals being used on different areas, if your area is not closed off, it can be contaminated by outside sources. So what we do is that majorly for our systems is that we prefer to do it indoors, or we can incorporate greenhouses into the system to ensure that there are no contaminations from outside. Now, aquaponics range from small DIY projects even doing a barrel system straight up to commercial systems. And what we implement when we're doing our systems is that we train our customers and our clients. We help them with their research. We're actually starting some learning courses in January, which would be both in person and virtual. We encourage experimentation in aquaponics. One of our clients is successfully growing green grapes at this point in time, which is something that they're very excited about because they had the grape plant for years and they've never gotten any produce from it because of the fact that the temperate or the tropical changes or requirements of the plant, it was not producing for them. They've introduced it to the aquaponic system and they're loving it because they're actually getting some, grapes from it. One of the many things that we actually encourage with aquaponics is to test the different fishes. So far, we've actually had one aquaponic system that grows with that is growing produce with tropical fishes. So that's like the guppies, the hilaries, taters, all these different things. So, and then also we do have one with koi's. You can do it with goldfishes. There are many different things that you can do with aquaponics. And then lastly, all we say is to enjoy and reproduce, because basically once you have a system in your place, either indoors or outdoors, it's farm to table. So you just pick your produce because produce ensure continuous growth for the entire life cycle of the plants and even further. And also it is directly fresh that you get your produce to cook or even to make your salads or anything like that. And I think that's it for me. We have all our contact information. We are available on several social media platforms. And thank you very much.
So Christy, thank you so much for that innovative and very, very insightful presentation. I saw that there was a question that I want to ask before we close. I think it's important. Someone asked, Colin actually asked, what fish food works well? And also, do you have the supplement with chelated iron and other minerals? Any other edible fish species available other than tilapia?
I apologize because I didn't cover that. So with our systems, we kind of use our systems as a compost heap. So the additionals of the roots, the excess produced skins, all of those things that we add and we give to our fishes or to our shrimp. Now also those provide the breakdowns and the microbes for the system also, and it also changes the nutrients that are given towards the plants. So with our systems, we don't need to add chelated iron. Now if you're doing a large commercial system, of course it may not be sufficient. So then you'll need to add the chelated iron. And also the snails that we have in the system, when the snails die, their shells get broken down and it is absorbed by the plants as the calcium. Right now we're actually using imported fish food, which is high in protein. However, we are in the research and development process of actually creating our own fish food, which would be directly in sales with our aquaponic systems.
Great.
And yes, yes, there are other fishes that you can use other than tilapia. Our systems are freshwater systems, so any type of fishes that you can have access to safely and securely that are freshwater fishes, you can introduce it to these systems. However, we will guide you accordingly on the feeding regimen and all those things that you need to do to ensure that you have a successful system.
Great. Thank you so much, Christy. So Christy, I want to wish you all the best, and we definitely would support your business, and I will follow you on all the handles for sure, so that I can definitely learn from you and also support you any way I can. So I wish you the best and thank you for giving us your time.
Welcome.
No problem.